Okay, guys, it's 3 a.m. and we are going to channel some beautiful messages. And one of the messages that I want to share with you that our plan out the window, and God's plan the best. Like put them first because that way you can feel lighter and more joyful, and you feel like whoa. You feel like moving your body more. When our body, when oh my God, I think I am having. Anyway, nothing. A bit of gas. sorry, sorry. But what was I saying? Yeah, when we are, the fear is being loud. That the limiting beliefs, the judgment towards our own selves or other people. That's when your body can feel very rigid. You wouldn't feel like moving, but like when you're feeling lighter, and that's a hack. You can move your body and feel lighter. These limiting beliefs can just start to wash away from your system. Anyway, so the first message that oh, should I keep this video the title as 3 a.m. channel message, or about like whether ghosts are real or not, or angel are real? um but anyway, the message is about, like, are ghosts real? Do you feel like I want to give you the about it? It's like, yes, they are. And I received a dream about this collective, and the ghosts in your life are your limiting beliefs, your and that energy that is making you feel like you can't move, you can't get out of your bed. That energy, sometimes that energy could be good. Like sometimes, when I'm like, oh, I need to work hard to get it, something will happen that I will have to rest, and then I would naturally receive that thing that I thought I had to work hard for. That was God's way of telling me, okay, you gotta rest, you don't have to work hard or like literally exhaust yourself to get something. But you will know if you have been like 3 days in your bed, and like you're not moving at all, and that energy like, oh, I can't move, I can't, that's like a ghost. If something is telling you, hey, you're not enough, you're not good enough, it will not work out for you, or like the world is a shitty place, and that all these things, they are ghosts. They are ghosts. Anything that is keeping you in poor health, in toxic environments and patterns, any perspective, any thought, any belief that is keeping you small, keeping you in playing small, keeping you hidden, keeping you keeping you out of friendships and relationships, that's ghost. Okay, now talking about the real, like, these sometimes in our ancestral lineage, when a pattern has been too dense, if the survival in our lineage has been too dense, you will see that survival pattern, that density. How do you let go of that density? How do you let go of, like, that ghost from your lineage? Is by sexual powers. You gotta take hold of your sexual powers, because in this world the sexual energy has been misused. People are misusing their sexual energy. So before I can tell you, like, okay, anything, like, you gotta learn, literally set an intention that I intend for my sexual energy to be used for healing. I intend for my sexual energy to be used for the highest good only. I intend for my sexual energy to be used for the pleasure, for the highest good, like for my highest pleasure, for my highest well-being. Because sexual energy give birth to babies, give birth to life. It give birth to healing. It give birth, it bring magic in your life with my magic paintings. This painting says, dearest God, dearest mother, thank you for guiding me. Thank you for leading my way. When you live around this painting, the way you start to move in this world very bravely, confidently, courageously, you would find yourself becoming most braver, bolder, confident version of yourself, and it's just so much divine guidance and peaceful energies into your life. Super powerful. Super. You can't miss the magic. You can't. I'm telling you, you cannot. Okay. Also, you can hire me and I will channel a customized magic painting uniquely for you. A painting that will bring lot of success, high vibrations, good energies, power, love, and like sacred, peaceful, pure energies into your life. It's so powerful, and it has a possibility of giving birth to good health. It has a possibility of giving birth to wealth and warmth, calm, and peace, literally, you know. And sometimes, like, it's like, I don't know. I'm just feeling a bit hesitant to talk more deeply about it, but I'm gonna. I think I'm feeling inspired to. But sometimes certain people can have certain fantasies, okay? And that could mean I'll go about it. I will see, Spirit, you lead my way. I don't want to come in between. You lead me, okay? You lead me wherever you want to take this video, further than that, further than this, like moving forward, wherever you want to take, you take it. So certain times certain people can have the fantasies of BDSM, like a soft BDSM or a hardcore BDSM. But why are you doing it? Like, you gotta know why. Or like, if as a, you gotta learn to have that play with yourself. Like, in your mind you have to, like, the way to get your power back. So suppose you feel like that you have this sexual fantasy that you lose your power around, like, it just because you have used this certain story to get yourself turned on for so long, like it you have you but you know that you're not happy with it, but that's the only story that you have been knowing, but it in some form it's disempowering. So you have to create more imagination, because all sexual turn-ons are imagination, when you're masturbating, what you're doing, it's like the story that is turning you on, that turn on. So you gotta tell yourself, like, this is my imagination and this is happening because I want it to happen, not because something else. This is my imagination. If I say, like, someone must kneel down, they will kneel down. If even if, like, I'm imagining myself in a disempowered state and other people controlling me, that's also because I want them to control me. I don't, like, I'm just saying, like, if, whatever your sexual fantasies are, but if in case, like, you're living with those kind of fantasies which you feel like, you know are very disempowering in some form, you gotta tell yourself, like, the way to get your power as well back, you gotta say, like, hey, this is, I know this is imagination and it's happening, like, all these people in my imagination, they are acting as I want them to act, so even if they are controlling me right now, because I want them to do that, not because they want it to happen. No, it's happening because I, in my imagination, want it to happen. Okay, so this is very powerful. This is, I was just led to share this, and I don't know why, what purpose of it is, but I am sure it has a powerful purpose. Okay, one of the psychic message is that, Spirit, thank you. Okay, I appreciate it. Now put this video only in front of the right people, okay, who gets it. Yeah. Another message is the next evolution, your next expansion, it's gonna happen by you becoming sincere towards your creative gifts. You gotta be sincere about your creativity. Like, that's, it's a non-negotiable. Okay, so if spirit is calling you to go get colors and start painting, you gotta do that. If spirit is telling you to play some choreography and start dancing, you gotta do it. If you feel inspired to dress up differently, then you gotta do it. If you feel whatever, if you feel like, if you feel like the spirit is inspiring you to go and become sincere, like become fully present about the plants in your environment, the flowers in your environment, like, you know, where, because the spirit world is constantly speaking to us. So if you see the certain plants in your environment, and you spirit is calling you to be something, if you don't like the word spirit, you can call this energy life force energy. And yeah, this mysterious energy that is, you know, is very beautiful. I call it spirit. Okay, if it is calling you to become present enough and learn about the flowers that are growing in your environment, the plants that are growing in your environment, learn about them. So gotta do it. If it is telling you to go play with children, go play, do that. If it is calling you to start recording your videos, start doing it. If it is calling you to in my case, well, sometimes I would be playing music. I will put a, I will put a, soon I'll put some music out there for you, okay? Because it needs to happen. Anyway, so whatever you're feeling called to, whether it is about something in related to start making videos on something that you have learned about health, okay, or health hygiene, and start making videos to share that with other people, whatever you are learning, however you are feeling, being called, you know, follow it. Or learning about feelings and emotions, if that you are feeling called to learn about, and just, or listening to other people, just follow that, okay, follow that. You gotta become sincere. You guys, I want to remind you that as a child of God, as a child of higher power, as a child of Mother Earth, as a child of God, as a child of Allah, as a child of whatever energy that you call it, it's endless. Like it is endlessly, infinitely creative. What it is, it's creativity. Okay? And more, the world is in such a, because most people have misused their creative energy. They have been they have been using their creative energy, and that's in a way that is birthing more rage, more anger, more depression, more sadness. Okay, or they are suppressing it so much, then suppression will lead to depression. Just like, you know, you get a banana and you put it in a fridge. One day it will be okay, 2 day it will be okay, and then third day it will start to rot. Okay, or like any other vegetable, even if you feel like, oh, I'm gonna freeze it, it's still gonna, don't go, you know what I mean, you know what I mean, okay, over here. Don't be like that, don't try to be stupid right here right now, okay. I'm sorry that I'm being like that, but it's like I just heard somebody saying, it's like, oh, I'm gonna freeze the banana and then it will last forever. It's, I know you are, I'm sorry, I spoke to you like that, but that's not what it means. What I'm sharing here, the example was like that energy, that fruit that has such beautiful energy, that banana or that apple, when you consume it, right on time, it will give you energy. But when you keep it for too long, it will not give you that energy, it will start to rot, you know. Just like that, our sexual energy, when we keep it and suppress it, it will start to rot. And disciplined sexual energy brings lot of focus, you know, lot of focus. And sometimes in some people's healing journey, it could be that they need to have sex with different people. In some people's journey, you know, it could be healing for them, but in most of the people's journey it is not. But you gotta set an intention. God, you lead me. How do I use my sexual powers? How do you? And God is not like, God's not gonna be like your parents or your teachers, that or the society that has convinced you like, oh my God, you're talking about sex, God is gonna get angry. No, God is not gonna get angry. It's stupid, really, really stupid. And like a fake priest and this religion, you know, who fake priests and fake just, yeah, they can tell you like, hey, sexual energy is bad. And nothing, I'm not, I'm, sexual energy is really beautiful. I was personally brought up in such a way that I that taught to hate it, you know, taught to shame it, taught to be disgusted by it. But I learned better, and I just don't want to, because I call the priest fake and all. I don't wanna like do like speak that about somebody. But you know, some people are really, really can brainwash you. Some kind of priest, some kind of you know, they were using their sexual energy to brainwash other people, really, for the things that are not good, you know. Yeah, may they learn better. But anyway, may all people that is trying to keep us away from our power, God keep them away from our life. Honestly, that's what I want to. And people who bring us in our power, bring us, teach us right, like, you know, teach us healthy things about sexuality, healthy things about true, like give us knowledge about what actually is true health, what actually is healthy sexuality. God, bring those kind of people in our life. So yeah, so set an intention like, God, I want to, you gotta have that intention. God, I want to nurture my creativity. And coming back to the message, like, you gotta know that as the child of that higher power, you have infinite creative potential. You thinking like, oh, I am not good enough, I don't have any creative gifts, I can't sing, I can't dance, I cannot. It's very, it's like, it's stupid. Why am I saying stupid a lot today? It's a limiting belief. You have no idea, because you guys, you need to understand, when some lot of the times when singers go on stages, they come back saying like, we don't know how we sang that melody, because that's God speaking, singing through them. Lot of the times, you know, if you know Virat Kohli, he is very, if you're not from India, but he's like very well known cricketer, like very highly loved and had lot of success. uh, he once said like, I can't take the what do we say, I can't take the, there's a word for it, no, when we are, credit. Yeah, he said that I can't take credit for this victory, because I don't even know how that happened. You know, that just happened, I don't know how it. And so many times, you know, like when I look back at my life, I'm like, I don't know how that happened. But God, it's like God moves through you. So your potential, it's like you are a vessel for infinite, infinite magic. Like, the way, so suppose if you're a painter, okay, and you have an empty canvas, you can think of endless things that you can paint on that empty canvas. You are just like that for God, for that creative energy. And God is creative energy. Okay, God is an artist. Oh my God, you guys, if you still believe in like colorless life of no colors, no fun, no singing, no dancing, that's not God. That's not God. That's not God. You go, you if you I challenge you to go and stand in front of the sea, watch a sea go, and watch or experience the air. Do it 1 day, 2 day, 3 day. You will start to move, your hand will start to move, because life is meant to be full of, singing, dancing, and creativity, art, and whatever you feel inspired to create, you gotta give your, like, let it be created through you. Let it be created through you. Okay, because we become our own blocks. We become our own blocks with our fears. We are like, I can't do that. Who am I to go and who am I to go and do this? I don't have any degree to. No, you don't need a degree. You don't need a degree for that. You got, God's working through you. God's working through you. Okay, so many people are gifted. My teacher Teal Swan, who has done an amazing work in psychology, never went to college. Okay, so many people are the first ones. Thomas Alva Edison, who created electricity, never went to engineering college. Forget about going to college, he never finished his school as well. Okay, like, in so many, yourself, like, you gotta be really strong in your prayer. Like, God, I want to do the work that you want me to do. God, use me as a vessel to bring love into this world, to bring healing into this world, to bring inspiration into this world, to bring power into this world, to bring more, to bring deeper connection into this world, to bring emotional safety into this world. And as a human, when we say this prayer, then God will start to inspire us, to create things that are actually bringing health in this world, actually bringing healing in this world, actually bringing safety into this world. So many people are, they are so blocked by fears of survival. Like, oh my God, how if we let go of this, how we're gonna get a house? I haven't, I'm living God's, like, from my life. I was so scared if I let go of, because my father was asking me to come back home, and I love my father. I want to have joyful and most beautiful memories with him. But going back to my village felt like I will leave all of my freedom, and it's like absolutely necessary for me to be able to wear whatever I want to wear. If I will start to fall sick if I start wearing clothes that I don't like to wear. It's literally that essential for me, so I was like, no, I don't want to go home. And I was scared, like, he will take that, that financial support that he was providing me, take that. If he takes it away, how will I pay my rent? How will I, where will I live? How will I eat? And all of that. And I had to face those fears in the last 5 months. Yes, I have not paid my rent, okay, but like 3 months of rent, like 4 months of rent, but I always had roof on my head. The way the God works, God, like, there's this book called Artist Way, in which Julia Robert, the author, says that God has enough ideas, enough creative ideas, enough houses, enough money, enough for you. Everything that you need, God has enough of it. Like, if 10,000 people have what you need, and there is still for you, like, other people having it, does not mean you can't have it as well. Because God is in abundance. So you gotta know, like, There is enough meaningful work for you out there, enough way that you can feel so good. You guys, don't put limit on God's unlimited, God's abundant, God's prosperous. And trust me, I don't say these things, just I say it. I'm like constantly choosing when I'm afraid, like, oh, how my next meal is gonna come from, where my money is gonna come from. I'm like, God's gonna provide for me. I don't know how, but God's gonna provide for me. And I take those actions and I see, like, okay, yes, so I have experienced that. I have seen God's magic. That's why I can 100% assure you, as you start to follow your creativity, as you start to, it's so beautiful, and you will start to fall in love with yourself more and more. Okay, I have a journaling course as well, which will help you get out of your fears, limiting beliefs, help you get unstuck, because unprocessed emotion, your unprocessed shame, unprocessed grief, the loss that you have not acknowledged, all of these things will keep you stuck. And these limited mindset and all of those things also will keep you stuck, like, okay, I can't do it, I'm not good enough, I'm not lovable enough. But as you journal, your journal helps you get unstuck. Your journal will, get you out of your fears, and will put you in faith, in power, in confidence. So get into, like, my course, link of that is in my bio. And I also have my ebook with, like, powerful prayers and affirmations, and as you read them, you will activate new and beautiful energies into your life, like brand new energies into your life. You can get that. And of course, you can book a one-on-one intuitive guidance session, psychic guidance session with me, if you want to, like, you want that boost, you need that guidance, and get my 3 months of mentorship, because you work with me and I will unlock that power within you, that creative potential within you. And like, I will be also your safe space, wherein you can safely process those feelings, that you don't, like, that safe space to process that grief, the pain of loss, that, yeah, that where you were not seen, so yeah, my 3 months of mentorship, I don't know why I'm not able to, suddenly I'm starting to feel like maybe I was talking a lot, no, throughout the video, so my words are not coming out of my mouth. But my 3 months of mentorship is available, and you can also donate for my rent, food, my bills, my dog's safety net, that I want to keep some money aside for healthcare and all of that, yeah, okay, so you can donate for all of that. Link of everything is in my bio. And is there anything else, God, that I need to speak in this video? And this video, okay, I am the, yeah, God's, my spirit just told me you spoke a lot and you did such a good job, and I'm like, thank you. It's just like, yeah, okay. Ta-da! Remember to set an intention that I intend to only use my sexual energy for the highest good. I intend to have my sexual energy to be like, if you set, like, automatically, if like, for many years, if you have been using it to abuse yourself, to numb yourself, to just, like, you know getting your frustrations out, because so many, so many women of our lineage were the receiving end of that frustration, and so many men, because they were not getting that connection. When you do not have the connection, deep emotional connection, it will put you in frustration, and then these men will come home and start to rape their own wives. That's how, you know, if you look at your grandmothers, they will have 14, 15, 16 children. None of them ever had an orgasm. Never. Okay? Because, and their pleasure was not even considered. The men will throughout the day, they will be just here and there, you know, trying to do whatever, you know, seeking joy and in just different places where they can't find it. Okay, and they were misguided, they didn't had right knowledge. I get it, but yeah, and then they will come home and just numb their sadness, their frustration, their you know, how small they feel, numb their all of these feelings, because they men really feel small in this world. So they will come home and numb their feelings by just having a 10, not even 10 minute of sex, 5 minute of sex with their women, you know. And none of our grandmothers and some of our mothers didn't know what orgasm was. Okay, but they were still having intimate relationship every day. And that's like, you don't realize how abusive that is. That's like, that sexual energy is like, the energetically the world was. So we need to set an intention, okay, right intention, that I intend to use my sexual energy for my health, for the betterment of my health, for my for my focus, for building wealth. I intend to use my sexual energy to build wealth. I intend to use my sexual energy to bring more peace into bring deeper levels of peace and deeper level of calm in my life. I intend to bring my I intend to use my sexual energy to form deeper levels of emotional connection. I intend to use my sexual energy to bring more joy into this world. I intend to use my sexual energy to cultivate heart moving skills. When I say heart moving skills, I mean the way I speak, the way I give my truth. It's a heart moving skill, heart moving vulnerability, you know. So your heart moving skills, I intend to use my sexual energy to give birth to heart moving creative creations. Yeah. So, and because as you are speaking these words, so you are directing that energy towards that, and it will start to automatically happen for you. I must receive, God, you must pay me, like literally, like million, billion or whatever for this video, because this video is so good. The wisdom that I have shared, it's so beautiful and powerful. I don't care how many people watches it. I showed up and I spoke it, you know. So I must be paid, God. God, you must pay me. Seriously. Yeah. This is so beautiful. Woohoo! I have been inspired to write positive notes and give it to other people. One of the creative things that I've been doing. Just wanted to let you know at last. See you in another video.